In this video, I'm going to go through 7 tools, apps, and websites that can take your content marketing to the next level. Let's get into it. Hey, it's Tom here from Elevate Digital, and if it's your first time to the channel, thanks for being here. This channel is really all about helping you elevate your business to new heights so you can get more customers, more sales, have bigger impact, and most importantly, have more fun while doing it. So in this video, I'm going to be going through 7 of the best content marketing tools that can really help you elevate your business to new heights and take your content marketing game to a whole nother level. And I'm going to try and go through these in order of the content creation process that we typically go through. So the first tool we're going to take a look at is Buzzsumo. Now, Buzzsumo is an incredible tool when you're in that research stage and trying to come up with content ideas that are going to resonate with your audience, but also have high shareability. So Buzzsumo effectively allows you to search for any keyword or industry and look for the trending topics in that area. The great thing about Buzzsumo is you can also see the share metrics and engagement metrics. So you can really see how popular a particular piece of content is. And it can give you some really incredible insights into what actually resonates with people, what type of content does well, and most importantly, what kind of things are really speaking to people. Buzzsumo does also have a number of paid plans that give you additional features to get things like alerts when new trends are happening. But on the free plan, it can be a great way just to do that initial research and to find a topic or an idea of what to create content around. Now, another great tool that can be used in conjunction with Buzzsumo is Answer the Public. And this is another great tool for coming up with ideas for your content. Effectively, what you can do with Answer the Public is to type in any kind of keyword related to your industry, and it will bring up a list of commonly asked questions, phrases, or topics that people search for. So it will give you a real good indication of what's popular and what kind of content you should be creating to rank in things like YouTube, Google, or what content is going to be popular on social media channels. So once you've got some ideas for your content, the next thing you're going to want to do is start planning and scheduling it to ensure that you don't fall behind with your content creation. Now, there's plenty of content and social media scheduling tools out there, but there's all types of different content you can create these days, right? Everything from blog content to YouTube videos, even to podcasts. So sometimes you might want to create more diversity, and quite frankly, it can be an absolute nightmare just keeping on top of everything. And one of the tools we personally use for this is Asana. And one of the best things about Asana is you can use most of these features even within the free version of the software. They've also got a bunch of templates in there like social media calendars and content schedules where you can actually plan in what kind of content you're going to be creating. And if you have a team, it will then allow you to allocate certain tasks to people, i.e. the video production or the graphics, the copywriting of certain posts, content pieces, or blogs. So when used to its full potential, this can be a great tool to start planning in content and making people in the team accountable for it. Can also be a great way of managing and communicating with freelancers if you use a lot of freelancers or contractors to get your content created. Now, if you don't have the luxury of working with a team or you can't afford somebody to create your content for you, Capwing is an absolutely brilliant tool for creating content that is native and works across multiple social media platforms. So Capwing is basically the Swiss Army knife of content creation, right? You've got everything from meme creators to Instagram story video templates, and even a subtitler. And the subtitler on here is pretty brilliant. It's the closest thing that I've seen to YouTube's auto captions. You can literally plug in a video, click on the auto generate button, and it will auto generate subtitles. If it does make any mistakes, it's very easy to go in and manually edit those subtitles. But subtitles are a really important piece of any kind of video or content creation, especially for social media. You have to consider that a vast majority of people on social media will be consuming content while their phone's muted, right? They might be sitting on the toilet at work, for example. Don't pretend like you don't do it. You can then format the content, images, videos for different social media channels. So it's formatted to the correct size. It will then produce a nice video that's ready to go and upload straight away with captions. That looks really awesome. Now, the next tool out there to help your content really pop and create thumbnails, cover images for your social media channels, for example, is a tool called Snapper. Now, Snapper is very similar to its most well-known rival, which is Canva, which you may have heard of before. Both Canva and Snapper are free graphic design tools, which really make graphic design easy and accessible to a lot of people. They have a super simple drag and drop editor where you can literally take elements and place them on the image. But the thing we love about Snapper is that it also gives you the ability to view templates across different devices. So as an example here, if you're creating a YouTube cover image, what you'll find is that that cover image can look different on multiple devices. i.e. if you've got a mobile device, there'll be certain elements of that cover photo that are cut off. Well, on Snapper, it actually shows you the guidelines so you can see exactly what parts of the image are going to be cut off, so what you need to keep in the center of that image to have it displayed on all devices. It's also a great tool for creating thumbnails for your videos, and especially when it comes to things like YouTube. I mean, if you think, for example, when you're scrolling through YouTube, what's the thing that really makes you click on one video over another? The title probably has about 50% of the impact, if not less, but the rest of it is the thumbnail, right? That's what really stands out and pops and grabs your attention. That's where you need to be putting the emphasis. So both Snapper and Canva are really great tools. They also have a bunch of templates for different social media channels, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, to really help you create some eye-catching visuals. Now, once you've got your shiny new content out there, uploaded and distributed across the internet, you want to think about promoting it. Now, besides the traditional methods like sharing your content or running paid ads against it, there are also things like influencer marketing you can tap into. And Ninja Outreach is a great tool for utilizing influencers to promote your content. And when done right, this can be incredibly effective. The best thing to do is to think of people who might be aligned with your brand or your industry in terms of values, and try and find creators, influencers, bloggers that are relatively small but have a very engaged following. And that's one of the brilliant things that Ninja Outreach allows you to do. It actually shows you the engagement rates that a lot of these influencers have. Where people often go wrong with influencer marketing is that they look for people with the highest following. That doesn't necessarily mean they have an engaged audience. And quite frankly, a lot of the time, some of these influencers will literally pay for their likes. You know, they will pay companies who have automated robot farms to follow their profile just so they can boost their numbers. When you can find an influencer who has a real audience of engaged followers, that's when you can really start to leverage that relationship and find people, most importantly, that are aligned with your values, your brand, and what you're doing, and that are going to be able to authentically promote your content to their audience. Now, I know what you might be thinking by this point. You may have spent hours creating some content in the past, only for it to get 0 views or maybe 1 view for you to then find out that it was your mum liking it. However, you will sometimes find that it can literally be to do with things like it not being posted on the right platform, or maybe the format it was presented in didn't resonate with people. It didn't have enough attention grabbing headers and things like that. There are all sorts of things that can affect the overall impact and reach that your content has. And the last thing you want to do is spend hours and hours creating content only for it to fall flat and then you never use it again. Well, the guys over at Repurpose House have created packages whereby they can repurpose the content you've created and make it last much longer. Effectively, what they do is take a piece of content you've created and break it down into multiple formats. So it can be turned into quote posts for Instagram, videos for Facebook, and all sorts of other things to really make your content last longer and spread it across a variety of different platforms and really increase your chances of getting as much reach and engagement on that content as possible. So that's it, guys. That's our 7 must-have content marketing tools for 2020. I'm also going to link to a blog post that we did on this topic in the description below, where I've linked to 2 more bonus tools you can check out that are really going to help you to amplify these efforts. If you like the video, make sure you give it a like and comment below. And if you want to see more content like this on a weekly basis, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell button to receive notifications. I'll speak to you guys soon.